Good afternoon, everyone, and I am Komfie Manalo. Welcome to another edition of Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business. Joining us today is i-Fern, the same company which brought us the Fern C vitamin C, if you're familiar with it. And of course, today we are happy, or we are excited to be joined by i-Fern Field Vice President Mr. Karlo Mark Sumalinog and team builder Ceasar Castillo III to talk about what i-Fern Business has to offer, ano rin mga opportunities that we can get from joining the i-Fern network. Please welcome Mr. Ceasar Castillo III and Mr. Karlo Mark Sumalinog. Good morning, sirs. Good afternoon.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, hello, good morning. Fantastic morning.
Yes, fantastic morning, Mr. Komfie.
Thank you. We all have, it's nice to know that we all have fantastic mornings and a great way to start the week because today is Monday. So tell us about the i-Fern business and how is this business introduced to you?
Yes, for me, i-Fern Business was introduced to me by a friend, a schoolmate back in high school days in LaSalle. And these couples worked abroad for about 9 years already, and they are engineers by profession. And after i-Fern Business was introduced to them, they did the business wholeheartedly and earned more than what they earned abroad.
Wow.
So, after that, hindi na po sila bumalik abroad, and they continue doing the i-Fern Business here. And with the world-class product and a stable company, time freedom and financial freedom, this is the best thing that this business can offer.
So they brought the business, the i-Fern Business here.
Yes, they did the business here already, because it was introduced to them. Actually, it was introduced by Carlo, and then they got it, and yun, ang ganda naging takbo ng negosyo nila dito. So hindi na sila bumalik abroad.
That's very nice to hear. And for Mr. Carlos naman, Mr. Karlo Mark,
Yes, po.
what is the nature of business of i-Fern, and how does it help the Filipinos in general? How does i-Fern provide opportunities for the Filipinos, and what are the awards that i-Fern has received so far?
Well, basically, the nature of business of i-Fern is yun nga po yung tumulong sa mga Filipino, no? It is the vision of the company is to share prosperity through entrepreneurship. And the nature of it is yung mga mag-introduce kami sa market itong new line of products like what you've mentioned earlier po. It's from the same company of Fern C, no? So tama po kayo doon. And itong new lines of products namin na introduce namin sa market is ito yung mga tumutulong lalo na ngayon sa panahon ng pandemic po. Ito yung mga vitamins, mga essential products po natin panlaban sa COVID po, no? And at the same time po, no, meron ditong business side, which is yung sa business side natin, yun naman yung para tumulong sa mga Filipinos, mga kapwa natin kababayan here and abroad na gusto kumita ng extra or gusto pong let's say full-time si i-Fern din po.
Ano mga can you name, identify the brands under i-Fern?
Sure. Ito po yung mga brands natin, yung Ferndy, Fern Active, Milka. We have actually 12 products. No? Tawag namin dun sa tatlo na yun is what we call the Power Trio. And yung other essential products po namin are Silver Fresh, Aurora Soap and Lotion, Aurora Day and Night Cream, Face Serum, face serum and eye cream, and as well as yung Fern Coffee natin, and of course yung Fern Flex po natin. These are the 12 lines of products ni iFERN po.
Sir, di ba, the pandemic has really impacted the business climate very profoundly. But what inspires you to continue the iFERN business at the height of the pandemic?
Well, yun nga po, amidst these pandemic cases arising, we have to be extra careful. We have to be meticulous, especially when you're going to involve with the businesses or invest in businesses. So we have to consider business that can sustain within the present situation, and health matter most this time. Okay, so like all by my involvement to other businesses, well, it was all affected. And when iPhone business was introduced to me, I grab it without having any second thought or hesitation, because as I look at it, this is the business that I'm looking for, because a business that can protect lives, especially to our family and in our country as well. And of course, it has a promising business opportunity. That's why sa lahat naman negosyo na pasukan ko, this inspires me most because it has this kind of prosperity, promising prosperity, and a very humanitarian purpose, especially nowadays that this pandemic is well arising now. So that's it.
How has the pandemic impacted the iFERN business model? Naging maganda ba yung sales natin because sabi nyo nga you're selling products that are supposed to fight the pandemic or the virus, or has it
Yes. As a matter of fact, we call it as a pandemic proof because last year, 2020, it was it was the height of pandemic. But as per records of our company, kumita po yung kumpanya namin ng 2 bilyon.
Mhm.
And kita po yon ng kumpanya. Aside from the more than 1.5 billion na share ng mga distributors at mga iFERN members. So titingnan po natin yung 1.5 billion na yon na nakatulong sa mga bawat pamilyang Pilipino. So that inspires us most at patunay na this is a pandemic-proof business.
And
Yes.
going back to that's very nice to hear na there are really industries that are still prosper despite of the pandemic, and while prospering, it also contributes to the upliftment of Filipino lives. And then going back to Sir Karlo, who were you before before you joined the iFERN and before you started the iFERN business? How do you offer products and businesses to the people?
Yeah. Dati po akong well, technically I'm a registered nurse po by profession. I just practiced it for like 1 year, and then naging call center agents, and then nag-OFW po ako sa Saudi Arabia for 3 years. So that was my prior background before. I was in Saudi for sales and marketing manager, and nag-hustle po sa different part-time jobs. No? So iba't ibang mga part-time jobs din yung mga pinasukan ko noon. And it was introduced by my sister po, yung older sister po namin, no? Si Upline Melanie, or si Miss Melanie Sumalinog po, no? Siya yung the very first iFERN member in the family of Sumalinog po, no? So that was way back 2015, 2016. So at that time I was in abroad, so hindi pa masyadong nakafocus sa iFERN when we've decided, or I've decided to come back here for a vacation, and yun nga, supposedly vacation lang talaga yun. And then nakausap ko yung si Sir Tomanitan, si Mr. Tomanitan po, the President CEO. Plano ko at that time was to bring iFERN back in Saudi, but he mentored me, or sabi niya wag muna, dito na lang muna sa Pilipinas. So at that time hindi na ako bumalik sa Saudi. So ito na ginawa namin full time ng buong family, and of course with the help of my wife, no, Miss Basial Sumalinog. Yun na nga po, nagkaroon ng different groups, nagkaroon ng mga leaders and under me, of course, no, na mga business partners, no, si Cap Ceasar, or si Mr. Ceasar Castillo is one of our business partners here in iFERN, one of our leaders po.
So tulad kay ni Mr. Cesar Castillo na when iFERN was introduced to you, you did not return to your regular job and
Yes.
started the business with
Kasi
iFERN.
correct po, Sir Comfy. Kasi well, when I was in abroad, I was earning okay naman po somehow 6 digits a month naman po, no. But again, of course, the time loss, yun yung talagang number one nawawala sa mga OFW, yung time loss na magkasama kayo ng family and of course ng loved ones, you know. So yun yung hindi pwedeng mabayaran ng pera. But here in iFERN, yung 6 digits na kinikita ko sa abroad at that time, roughly around 100 or 120k, nadodoble, natitriple niya rito kay iFERN. So averaging per month, no, hindi malabong kumita kay iFERN ng 6 digits, 300, 400, even half a million. Well, technically po, no, isa sa mga highest earners here in iFERN are my sister and brother-in-law po. They're averaging technically 5 million a month po. So, ganun ka-promising, ganun kaganda yung negosyo ni iFERN. Kahit na nasa Pilipinas ka, you can earn as much, more than pa sa kikitain nyo sa abroad.
Mali pala ako ng profession na pinasok. Siguro I should join iFERN na rin.
Yes.
And then,
Nag-aalala pa kami, Sir Coffee.
Try to consider, Sir Coffee.
going back to go back to Sir Cesar. So how would you compare life in politics and aside from doing traditional businesses and iFERN now?
Well, politics and business has something in common, really, with regards to interest, gain, and power. But in politics, when you're in position, really, you have that personality and authority na. And of course, business opportunities are now that easy to be involved with because syempre, karamihan naman kasi ngayon sa mga politiko, meron mga businesses talaga yan. And ang experience natin dito sa politika, in politics kasi you have to be strong, you have to be wise, always be connected to people, and you have to deal with their needs and assure their safety. At yun nga po, iba kasi ang buhay sa politika kahit papaano in a manner na take into consideration kahit papaano yung sahod natin doon, kinikita natin doon, parang kulang pa para sa mga nanghihingi ng tulong, sa mga humanitarian purposes. Kumbaga, your income is not that much. Kaya po, na-involve din tayo sa business. Considering naman sa business, yung mga traditional business na ginawa dati, ganun lang siya. Kumikita ka and then nagagastos mo. And then kita, gastos. In 3 to 5 years, yung business mo ganun pa rin. Walang siyang leverage. So comparison of that is, dito naman, nung napasok kami kay iFERN, na ginawa namin yung negosyo kay iFERN, doon na po yung comparison. Kumbaga, yung kita being a politician, kita nung having a traditional business, halos na doble po dito. Why? Because of the best marketing plan I've ever learned. Ito yung dito sa iFERN. Kumbaga, may leverage siya. Doing iFERN, nakikita ko po, doing iFERN in 2 to 3 years lang, doon na po papasok yung leverage income. So that's the comparison of being in politics. Kumbaga, okay, andun yung puso natin. Pero kahit pa paano, isipin natin yung future na magiging next generation natin, which is dito ko po nakita kay iFERN as a preparation sa mga susunod na generation because leverage income, financial freedom makukuha natin dito. Which is yun, pagka tinabaho natin at inalam, if we learn the business here in iFERN po. So thank you, Sir Komfie.
Can you discuss more of this financial model that allows you to have leverage income? What's leverage income and
Yes, part of leverage income is that what I understand in leverage income is that it's a duplication of yourself. Okay, so here in iFERN with the multi-level marketing side, kumbaga ngayon tatrabahuin mo siya, and then later on marami ka ng leaders na magagawa, madedevelop na leaders. So you are already duplicating yourself. So imagine that for 2 to 3 years na marami ka na under your organization, under your account here in iFERN, marami ka ng leaders. Kumbaga katulong mo na sila dito sa negosyo mo. So that reflects the leverage income. Kumbaga later on in 2 to 3 years, kumikita ka na without having that effort na ginawa mo. First, first attempt mo dito kay i-Fern. So doon, kumbaga that time, yan na yung financial freedom, makukuha natin yung financial freedom na kumbaga sa ngayon, nakukuha natin yung needs ng family natin, nabibili natin, na-acquire natin without acquiring what yung ano yung mga wants. Pero during the time na pag na-meet na natin yung financial freedom, dito na time na kahit paano yung mga wants ng families natin is makukuha natin, which is yun yung dream ng bawat pamilya kahit paano, yung prosperity. Because this is the time na kumbaga we have to stop yung chain of poverty within ourselves na para maipasa natin sa susunod nating henerasyon. Kumbaga naghirap na tayo, wag na nating ipasa yung kahirapan sa susunod na henerasyon. So kailangan yung tayo tayo yung magbe-break ng chain of poverty. So this is the best time, this is the best opportunity na nakita ko po. Kaya po wholeheartedly submitted po tayo dito kay i-Fern because this is the best chance na nakita ko po para magkaroon ng leverage income at the same time financial freedom. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Sir Karlo and Sir Cesar. But we will take a short break. But after we return, we will talk more about how to join i-Fern Business and what other opportunities awaits our kababayans.
Pabakura kayo.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Pababakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, pababakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Magpabakura kayo.
It's time for the world to know. Outstanding Filipinos in America. The 11th Outstanding Filipinos in America Awards 2021. A salute to the heroes of coronavirus. Coming back live in person at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Home of the TOFA Awards since 2011.
And we're back. Still with us is i-Fern Field Vice President Mr. Karlo Sumalinog and team builder Mr. Ceasar Castillo. And before they took the commercial break, Mr. Ceasar Castillo and Mr. Karlo Mark Sumalinog discussed how i-Fern offers us the opportunity to have financial freedom and end poverty. Ngayon naman, pag-uusap natin iba pa mga oportunidad na ino-offer sa atin ng i-Fern. So, for Mr. Ceasar, does this i-Fern business promises time and financial freedom once involved considering the economic stability in the country?
Yes, kumbaga yung question niya really strikes a bit really because especially we are in a pandemic situation. But as what I've said earlier, it was proven that based on the company's data and reports, it was actually it was reported by our president himself, Sir Tom Anitan, that the income of the company last year, 2020, amidst pandemic, is more than 2 billion pesos, and 1.5 another 1.5 billion income of distributors and members of the IFERN doing IFERN business. Yun nga po, doon nagre-reflect na ito yung negosyo na which is very timely as of now, na kailangan nating mga Pilipino na we should get involved with. It's because aside from the protection of our family with the world-class product, dito naman makikita natin a very promising business prosperity. Bakit po merong time freedom? Because this is the business that we can offer to our fellow Filipinos na negosyo na pwede nating bitin, i-share or introduce kahit saan tayo mapunta or kahit saan lupalop ng Pilipinas, pwede natin siyang i-introduce without any restrictions. Why? Because all our products are essentials, daily essentials. So kailangan nating mga Pilipino. That's why very timely siya. At wala pong bawal-bawal, kahit may bawal man nakakalusot tayo, is because we are offering essential products. And yun nga po, andun yung business opportunity to every Filipinos. Ito yung time na in-offer sa atin ng presidente, which is Sir Tom Anitan, na gusto niyang makilala yung mga Pilipino, hindi lang bilang mga OFWs, hindi lang mga seaman or domestic helpers. Gusto niyo makilala yung mga Pilipino bilang magagaling kahit papaano sa larangan ng negosyo. So this is the best time po para i-consider natin si IFERN Business because sabi nga, we have to adapt change and this is part of change. So yun nga po, ito yung IFERN Business is part of change. So kailangan lang natin i-consider siya sa mga buhay natin mga Pilipino po. Thank you, Sir.
Sir Karlo, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon kung paano tayo mag-join sa IFERN at kung ano ba yung marketing plan na ino-offer ng IFERN at ano ba yung mga benefit at perks ng pagsali sa IFERN? And can you really start a business with IFERN?
Thank you, Mr. Komfie. Okay, basically sa pag-join ng IFERN Business, you don't have to have a huge amount of money. Ito yung misconception ng iba, di ba? So pag sinabing multi-level marketing, maglalabas ako ng malaking pera, ganyan, etc. So actually, ang pinaka-basic namin, pinaka-basic lang po ito, which is tinatawag namin yun yung standard package. You can start with your business right away with 8,500 lang. Tama? So 8,500, meron ka ng negosyo, meron ka pang produkto na lifetime mong magagamit yung negosyo na yan. No? So yung mga products namin, again, essential products. Hindi namin sinasabing ito yung gamot sa COVID, but these are protection against COVID and other types of viruses, di ba? And at the same time, sa pagsali naman kay IFERN po, you can directly contact yung mga nag-invite sa inyo before, or let's say na-invite kayo ng IFERN Business para ma-discuss properly yung kumpanya, yung kung gaano kaganda yung kumpanya, ano-ano yung mga awards na natanggap ng company ni Sir Tom, no? Ano pa yung mga accolades ni Sir Tom, and of course ng ating mga produkto kung gaano kaganda at kung gaano kaganda at kung gaano lumalaban yung marketing plan ni IFERN versus sa other MLF companies, no? And ang mga perks na nakukuha dito kay IFERN sobrang dami. Not to mention po na marami kang makukuhang libre because of one of the ways of earnings here na IFERN tinatawag namin na rewards and incentives, no. So meron kang, for example, if you have enough e-points, may tinatawag tayong e-points or electronic points, no. Pwede mong gamitin yung mga e-points na yung pambili ng mga branded items like you name a few like Lacoste or let's say LV, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Hermes, or even pwede nyong gamitin pangbili ng mga Rolex watches po, no. So maraming gamit yung e-points natin. And at the same time, pag nag-join kayo kay IFERN, bukod dun sa mga perks natin is yung business partner relationship natin na doon pa lang talaga mag-start. ito pa yung isa sa mga yung misconception din ng iba. I mean, hindi ko naman siguro masisisi kasi yung iba with their experiences sa other MLM companies, siguro nung pumasok sila sa ibang company, iniwan na sila ng upline nila or ng business partner nila. But here in iFERN, especially in our group po, no, talagang the moment that you've started your business, doon pa lang talaga mag-start yung business partner relationship natin, no. Doon pa lang talaga namin kayo tuturuan paano patatakbuhin yung negosyo nyo. Of course, nandiyan din po yung mga uplines natin. Nandiyan sila uplines Melex po, andiyan din po sila Sir Tomanitan, no, to guide us properly kung paano patakbuhin yung negosyo. Kasi sila yung mga nauna, of course, si Sir Tom, siya yung president CEO, siya yung may-ari ng company. Alam niya he's a visionary. He's a visionary, at the same time, alam niya kung saan papunta yung negosyo ni iFERN.
Follow-up question na rin, Sir Carlo. How do you train your business partners, and what are the awards that you received that will help inspire the team who are planning to join the iFERN business?
Okay. Yun nga po, yung part of the trainings here in iFERN is, of course, meron tayong tinatawag na RBA or Revolutionary Business Advantage. Yun yung tuturo namin what is iFERN or ano ba yung negosyo na ni iFERN. So basically doon mo malalaman ano yung mga ano yung mga accolades ng company, ano yung mga produkto, ano yung mga detailed information about it, and as well as yung marketing plan. Now we have the other training which is yung tinatawag nating NDO or New Distributors Orientation. Doon naman po namin tinuturo yung mga ways or techniques, no, kung paano naman natin gagawin yung negosyo. Yung RBA, that is what, yung NDO, yun naman po yung how or paano or bakit mo kailangan gawin yung negosyo ni iFERN. And with regards to my accolades naman po, hindi naman po sa pagmamayabang, but ang inyong lingkod po ay may narating naman po kahit papaano. Currently Senior Field Vice President po ng company, going for Presidential Director, konting-konti na lang. So, the same
Konting
time,
kembot na lang,
sorry?
Konting kembot
Yeah,
na lang.
Oo, kasi meron kaming tinatawag dito na rank advance. Dun sa rank advance, it's parang counterpart siya ng employment na po-promote ka supervisor manager. But here in iFERN Business, no, meron kang you can start with a team builder, yung field manager. Yung sa team builder position po may 20,000 na bonus na kayo doon on top sa commission nyo. Field manager 50K, and you can go as high as up to 15 million pesos yung Diamond Presidential Director po. But again, sa sobrang pioneering ng company, no, wala pa pong Diamond and wala pang Ruby as of now. We have 3 Emerald Presidential Directors, which is yun yung nakakuha naman ng 3 million pesos each. Bonus po yan on top sa commission, no. So going back po, no, of course, part of the ako po ay part na po ng multi-millionaires club member. Ibig sabihin, I've reached the earning of more than 5 million pesos of doing this business for more than 2 years. So yung basta more than that po, basta the moment that you reach that you reach 5 million, considered na po kayo or part na kayo ng multi-millionaires club member. As well as ang inyong likod din po is sama with the guidance of Mr. Tomanitan, and of course yung ganda ng negosyo natin, ganda ng marketing plan natin. I was able to kami ng misis ko, we were able to bought a Mercedes-Benz A-Class, meaning part na rin po ng luxury car club member, part of the Rolex club member. Sobrang dami pa. When it comes to the company naman po, sobrang dami din pong accolades ng company. Si iFERN po is technically is part of Super Brand, or na-awardan po siya ng Super Brand Award here locally in the Philippines, no. And of course, kasama din po sila Sir Tom, yung iba pong presidential directors way back 2019 bago mag-start yung pandemic. They went to London to receive the World Branding Award for FERN-B, and that happened 2 consecutive years po. So 2019-2020. So hindi po talaga siya tsamba at hindi po putyo-putyo yung produkto. Sobrang ganda. Tinatangkilik ng maraming Pilipino at iba't ibang lahi din po, no. At the same time, nanalo rin po si iFERN sa ASEAN Award which was held on 2019. And not to mention po yung mga awards pa ni Sir Tom, di ba? So, sobrang Sir Tom Manitan was Ernst & Young Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year, no? Na-receive niya yung award na yan. And at the same time, yung mga features niya sa magazines like recently po, Lifestyle Asia, One Mega, People Asia, and mga front pages sa mga newspapers na because of the IFERN business. So sobrang galing ng company, sobrang galing ng may-ari ng company, the president CEO Mr. Tumanitan. Of course pinapasa niya yung galing niya, mini-mentor niya yung mga business partners niya, yung mga IFERN distributors para papunta tayo sa tamang daan.
Kaya napag-usapan natin that IFERN, through IFERN, you can end your poverty or our poverty, and then you've also mentioned that you are part of the Millionaires Club of the IFERN group. Now, can you tell us, or can you give us a hindsight on how much is your accumulated income sa IFERN, and do you have any message to the Filipinos who are still doubtful about the MLM net setup?
Okay. Again, yung poverty, it's sabi nga ni Cap, no, ni Mr. Castillo or ni Mr. Ceasar Castillo, is poverty, it is a chain that kumbaga napamana pa sa panahon, lumang panahon pa talaga, sobrang tagal na niyan, di ba? So ito yung isa sa way. IFERN is one of the best way, no, para ma-end talaga yung poverty, kasi marami po dito from rags to riches po talaga. Kami naman po, hindi naman po talaga technically, hindi naman mahirap. May kaya lang, no? May kaya nandun sa gitna. Pero ang daming mga backgrounds dito, like merong mga dating welder turned into multi-millionaire po, dating janitor, naging multi-millionaire, dating tricycle driver. Sobrang dami na ang dami talaga magugulat ka. Yung mga blue collar jobs, may mga kapansanan pa minsan, sila pa yung talagang sobrang layo nang narating dito kay IFERN, no. And yung isa pa is yung tawag dito, teka lang. Yung pinaka-message na tong my personal message rather to the Filipino people who are still doubtful or skeptical sa ganitong industry. Again, mga madlang people or mga kababayan, no, hindi po lahat ng multi-level marketing or network marketing company is IFERN. Ibahin nyo si IFERN. I-try nyo si IFERN. Hindi kayo magsisisi. Sobrang dami na nanabago ang buhay because of the IFERN model, because of the IFERN products, because of the IFERN marketing plan, of course, because of the big heart of the owner and president, no, Mr. Tumanitan, whose vision niya is to share prosperity through entrepreneurship, which is nangyayari na, it unfolds, no, visualize niya lang, vision niya, and nangyayari siya ngayon, at marami pang mga possible na magagandang mangyayari by doing the IFERN business. So kung ikaw ay naghahanap ng additional or extra income, or if you're looking for a business venture na wala ka namang pang franchise, wala ka namang 1 million on hand or 2 million, or let's say pang franchise ng malakihang negosyo, again, like what I've mentioned earlier, no, you can start your business doing by just taking that 8,500. But then again, if you want to earn more, may mas malaking plan pa doon, no. So again, you can contact us directly. Pwede niyo kami kontakin nila Cap, ni Cap Ceasar. Pwede niyo kontakin yung nag-invite sa inyo before, no. And we can directly explain it to you kung paano nababago ni IFERN yung buhay mo through the IFERN business.
Thank you very much po, Mr. Karlo Mark Sumalinog and Mr. Ceasar Castillo III for joining us today. And thank you for, we appreciate the time that you spent with us this afternoon and sharing your views to our viewers. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
So watch Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business live every Monday, 3:30 p.m. on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now and on YouTube for the replay of the latest edition. Once again, I am Komfie Manalo, and this has been Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business. Thank you for watching.